All right, guys, well, I got this tube in my hand. I want to talk to you guys about a few things about how I use the tube different than the other guys. So, still using that same, 3.5 inch tube, pretty lightweight, about an 1/8 ounce, pretty lightweight, 1/4 ounce weight. Now, what I'm doing with this, I'm using it to power fish. Last video in the card above, you see we're using it for fishing deep water. Well, I got a couple of bites, but I don't still know what these fish are. I'm assuming they're in deep water, but that being said, we're gonna go and we're gonna use this tube a little different. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna find points. What I wanna do is I wanna find, like right here we have an underwater point. You can't really see it, but I'll show you guys on the map. If you look here on the map, you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm positioning the boat perpendicular to the point. So I'm going to cast on top of the point, let that hit the bottom, keeping my spool disengaged. All right, so they hit the bottom. Now I'm going to put my rod tip nice and low. I'm going to crawl that bait. And what crawling that bait is going to do is going to let that bait essentially move like a jig, like a football head. This technique works very well with football heads too. I just don't use a football head for this because that's something else I do with this, and I'll show you why. So if I'm not locating fish, not really feeling anything, not feeling this, guys, it's not happening, right? So I'm gonna go up shallow. I'm gonna fire this out. I wanna keep it high in the water column this time. I'm gonna fish it like a fluke. I'm gonna twitch it pretty quick, reel it pretty quick. I'm gonna cover water with it. Use like a reaction bait. Now, in this tube will dart pretty violently side to side, a lot like a jerk bait. Cool, that's not working. All right, so what we'll do is we'll let it sink down. Of course, this one works better without vegetation everywhere. But I'm gonna let this sink down. I'm gonna pop it like we were doing. I'm gonna pop it like we were doing the other video. Pop, pop, pop. Nothing. All right, well, this dock up here looks pretty good. I mean, it's a new dock, right? Well, okay, so here I see where, two types of bottom content come together. I see sand, I see, it looks like mud or muck, marl, something like that. I like that. So usually sand and rock will warm quicker than anything else, so we want to focus on that. So this dock, sure, it's in 2 feet of water, but a lot of guys won't fish these docks. So something you really want to key in on. On the docks in shallow water that have nothing else by them, dude, that's usually key, especially during the warm summer months. So you just skip that tube under that dock. I'm not great with skipping jigs, but I can skip a tube pretty easily. And it's pretty easy to pick up for almost anybody. And if you're using a spinner rod for this, dude, you're fine. Nothing there. But the beauty about the tube is that cast distance. I can wing this thing out there because it's so compact of weight. And if I use a heavier weight, I have a lot of great bottom contact. I can really feel what's down there. But the tube, really, it's a universal bait a lot of guys aren't using. And it really comes into its own around bed fishing time. I can throw a white tube on. I can get those pre-spawn fish on the edges. I can get those post-spawn fish under docks. Ooh. I can get a lot of good fish by using a white tube during that time. Anything from 60 degree to about 70 degree water, those fish get stupid and they get angry. They're guarding beds, obviously. Terrible skip. But by using your spool and leaving that spool open, you can effectively skip that bait under there by letting the bait actually take the weight and go under the dock. Another technique that I use that you need to be very careful of is if I'm fishing, since this is an open hook, you can kind of shoot these baits it's a pain in the butt with a medium heavy. If you're using a medium rod, you can do work with a medium rod doing that technique. You know, guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys ever power fished a tube, or if you'd consider it now. If you guys like what we're doing, please like the video. If you guys want to see more content like this, dude, subscribe. We'll see you around. Have a good one, and good luck on the water.